Yo, what's the word, Herbs? Today is Earth Day 2020, September 20th. Beautiful sunny day, Sunday, Sunday morning, and we're gonna talk about what happened last night in boxing. I'm the boy Sight Bug coming at you with the commentary. Last night we had two different cards on, one from PBC Showtime, another one from Top Rank ESPN. And we actually had a couple good fights on the card for us. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off with the PBC side of the game. All right, PBC main event of Erickson Lubin and Terrell Boucher. All right, that was actually, you know what I'm saying, a straight barn burner. Fight didn't actually break out until round 8. But what did pop off and we did see was the shining star of the night, Jaron Ennis versus Carlos Abreu. First, actually, it was a step up fight for Ennis, man. You know what I'm saying? We seen Ennis go ahead and style on a whole bunch of not even journeymen, but a whole bunch of bruisers and a whole bunch of tomato cans. You know, showing his defensive skills and showing his athletic ability, his speed, strength. You know what I mean? Ring IQ. But today actually last night we got a good chance to see Jaron Ennis, in there with a battle-tested Carlos Abreu. It was really impressive, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a 6-round stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Dropped him twice in the fight. He dropped him once in the fifth. With a clean uppercut. You know what I'm saying? After they had a little bit of a back and forth low blow exchange with each other in round 5. You know what I'm saying? We seen Abreu, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, bitching over about a pretend low blow. It looked like it landed on the belt to me. So he felt like he was at liberty to go ahead and return the favor with a deliberate low blow. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way Ennis handled himself, man. You ain't see him going crying to the ref, talking about he getting low, looking to the third man in the ring to go solve his problems. He was like, you know what, all right, cool. He shook it off real quick and said, you know what, I'm back at you. And that's what he did with him. You know what I'm saying? So he met with him again in the middle of the ring with a solid exchange. Boom. Ennis gets the best of it. Hits him with a clean uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Shuts all that down. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like that. I see it in Ennis. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got a mean streak in him. You know what I'm saying? He a guy that likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's in the sport and he's real talented at it. But he likes to be in that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Jaron Ennis, man. He definitely the future at the age of 23. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing with an incredible knockout ratio. So big ups to him. He on the nicest list. Yeah, man. I was really impressed with the stoppage with such an opponent like Abreu. Because, he battle tested. He fought a Green Machine. You know what I'm saying? Green Machine ain't no punk either. You feel me? Green Machine, he come to fight. You know what I'm saying? He laid down a lot of leather. And he wasn't able to stop him. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to stop Abreu. So that's a lot to be said, especially with the fact that, Green Machine actually, scored a knockdown on the pound for pound best boxer in the game right now, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't official, but hey, we got eyes. We seen what happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Abreu was a tough, battle-tested opponent, and you got a chance to see Jaron Ennis in there with a battle-tested, somewhat of a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a solid opponent, a solid opposition. So that was a big move. So shout outs to Jaron Ennis, man. 147 pounders. Be on alert. This kid is on the alert. You feel me? So, on to the next one. All right, also on the PBC side of the game, we got a chance to see King Tug fight Kobia Breezy, in a very, very stimulating featherweight bout. You know what I'm saying? King Tug, he looked pretty good, looked pretty fresh. He actually hurt Kobia Breezy a couple times early in the fight, dropped him 3 times in total. But Breezy still managed to make it a real competitive fight. It was clear to see that Tug had the power advantage. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of velocity on his punches, but the energy was definitely coming from Breezy. You know what I'm saying? Either way it goes, I knew that I would definitely like to see both these guys fight again. King Tug is already a solid contender in his weight class. He went up against opposition like Jerry Russell Jr. in the past. Came up short, but He's definitely competitive featherweight division. But I would like to see Khabib Breezy fight again. Very entertaining fighter, man. He was showing a lot of ring IQ in there, showing a lot of energy. You know what I mean? A lot of wrinkles to his game. He almost kind of reminded me of a featherweight Tim Bradley out there. He was the smaller guy. Kind of remind me of him with the physique, with the good footwork, the good head movement, the good ring generalship. Picking his spots. He looked good out there, man. So he actually took the fight on a short notice. And he went in there and he showed that he's one of those fighters that stay in shape all year round. You know what I'm saying? Whether he had a fight coming or not. But the fact that he did so good against such a well-seasoned opponent, shows that he got the goods over there too, down at the featherweight division. I look at it like I wouldn't mind seeing him up against a Tevin Farmer, or the Tevin Farmer Nate Diaz winner when they come back, and do their thing and settle their score. But he was definitely a very entertaining fighter out there to see. He actually that was his first defeat too. So real talented fighter. You know what I'm saying? But King Tug definitely pulled it out with the split decision last night on the PBC Showtime card. Entertaining fighter. All right, next up on the PBC card was the main event: Erickson Lubin and Terrell Gausha. Last and most definitely least, it was definitely a snooze fest, man. It was like watching paint dry for the first 7 rounds, and then out of nowhere, a fight starts to break out in round 8. You know what I mean? I'm not really surprised because Terrell Gausha, man, I'm not really a fan of watching him fight, man. Like, it seems like every one of his fights that I watch, it's a lot of inactivity and a lot of posturing for position, and even though I did see him making a valid attempt to walk down Lubison later on in the fight, with a high guard, trying to touch him to the body, counter him to the head with that looping right hand. So it is what it is, man. The winner of that fight is guaranteed a fight with the winner of the Charlo and Rosario match. Is coming this month on the 26th, next weekend. Actually a big deal, you know what I'm saying? So Lubin has a chance to go ahead and either get his revenge with Jermell Charlo for that first round knockout he suffered, a couple years ago from him. Or, you might just see him fight Rosario, you know what I'm saying? Which actually might be a more interesting fight because I see Lubin, he's kind of flat-footed. He's definitely added more mass to himself. He's a bigger guy, you know what I'm saying? He's a young guy. He put on a little bit of man strength. He don't necessarily look the most in shape last night, but not necessarily out of shape. But you put a lot more mass on him, man. He's coming into his man strength. He's still pretty young, got a lot more maturing physically to do. But I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Rosario. Not to say I want to see Rosario favor him over Charlo in the fight next week. I think actually it's a closer fight than a lot of people want to give it attention to because that's a whole nother video. But I think the better fight would be Lubin and Rosario. But Lubin gets a chance also too to get that get back with Jermell Charlo. So only time will tell. We'll see who wins that fight. All right, on the top rank side of the game, we got a chance to see Efe Ajagba go ahead and make his top rank debut on ESPN Plus last night, fighting up against a solid opponent. It was decent. I mean, I'm still not impressed, man. I'm still failed to be impressed by Efe Ajagba, man. It's a lot of hype around his name, and honestly, I think they're setting him up for a big fall. I think he's gonna be a bigger opponent than being a bigger champion to anybody. Yeah, I think Top Rank will be setting up Efe Ajagba with a heavyweight bout with the real big baby, Jared Anderson, over there on the Top Rank side. I'm still just not impressed with Efe Ajagba, man. He's still slowish. He's still pretty slow. He does everything behind the jab. I seen him try to implement a little bit of body work in the fight last night, but I'm still not impressed with him, man. I think he's gonna be more of a good opponent rather than being a good champion. You know what I mean? I see him more as a potential contender, you know, for good heavyweight opposition. But I don't really see him going too far. He's still real gun shy. He's slow at the punch. You know, he's got the strength. He's got the height, the dimensions. You know, but I just don't see a lot of wrinkles to his game, man. His defense isn't good at all. To be real with you, man. He leans back. He goes straight back for you know, to avert a lot of his punches. I see a lot of lunging still. You know, a lot of just this amateur type stuff. Not even amateur. A lot of just, I don't know, just unskilled. Just like I don't think he's really made for this. I don't see Efe Ajagba as really a boxer, man. I feel like he's just a big dude. He's got good dimensions. He's got power. But even with the power that he has, man, I mean, I don't really think he really implements that power very well. You know what I mean? He don't really know how to impose that power on his opponents. I don't really see him going that far. I see them giving him a whole bunch of tomato cans, you know what I mean, and just setting him up for a big fall. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might be he might be a sacrificial lamb for the Jared Anderson fight, man. But as for his success in the heavyweight division, I just don't see it going too far, man. Oh, he gets this a lot. But anyway, lastly but not least, Jose Pedraza versus Javier Molina. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. The age-old beef. You know, traditional competition. Usually makes some good fights. But last night, I'll say made for a decent little scrap, a little dust up. It was cool. Jose Pedraza wins unanimous decision. Shows that he still got a lot to bring to the weight division. You know what I'm saying? Still look crisp out there. You know, he still look like he still got the good reflexes. Still throws a lot of good punches. Still defensively responsible. You know, I think he can go ahead and make another run for a championship belt. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that. Molina looked like he just really was just in there for the check. You know, he's still got his natural abilities and, you know, his skill. But when it comes down to it, you know, I don't think he's gonna be able to hang out with the guys at that level anymore. It might be a wrap for Molina. But, you know, all in all, good night of fights. 2020 started off funny, but, you know, we're getting real good toward the end of it with boxing. So I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's gonna close out lovely. Let's keep it going. Next week we're gonna cover the whole double header Charlo card, and I got a lot more stuff coming up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. We can get this shit cracking. Later.